Hey fight fans, Chael Sonnen here with something special. Mudwater. It's not your average morning kickstart. It's a balanced blend designed to boost focus and energy without the crash. Mudwater was designed to reduce coffee dependence by offering a more balanced approach to boosting focus and wakefulness. Mudwater is 100% USDA certified organic, non-GMO, gluten-free, vegan. It's even kosher. No sugars, no sweeteners, just pure natural ingredients. Their OG blend is like hot chocolate with a kick. Cacao, chai, lion's mane for focus, cordyceps for energy, and chaga plus reishi for your immune system. It is packed with adaptogens and antioxidants. Preparing Mudwater is a breeze. Just take a scoop and mix it with water. You can even get creative with CBD, honey, creamer. My favorite part about Mudwater is how it clears my brain fog and leaves me feeling sharp every morning. No more grogginess. For a limited time, our listeners get up to 43% off their order, free shipping, and free rechargeable frother when you use our exclusive link. Head to mudwater.com/Chael and grab your starter kit. Start your new morning ritual today with Mudwater. Just click the link below. All right, we're over here at Bad Guy Inc. Somebody just said in the studio, hey, there was no way that Fedor was going to lose to Verdum. I'm thinking, what are you bringing that example up for? And they use it as a segue to say, do you really believe that Tom can beat Jon Jones? Now, the answer to that is no. No, I'm telling you what you think. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what you think. No, you don't think that. Can he beat him? Oh, hell yeah. Do we have imperial evidence, tangible, that he can beat him? Oh, yeah. I'm talking about Tom. Oh, yeah. If you use the word could, sure. But if you tell me that you think Tom can beat Jon Jones, you're telling me that Tom's going to stop Jon Jones. And Jon Jones has never done anything in his career to make us believe that he is going to tap. And that pains me to have to compliment him like that. But that is one tough son of a bitch, period. Vitor had him locked out. Gustafsson is ahead. John's got to come back and win round 5. How are you going to win round 5, which is a cardio battle against a cardio machine, particularly when you're off at the club twice a week? Can't happen. Not going to happen. It did. Swollen eye, black and blue. His toe came out of his skin when he fought me. He wrapped it himself to go to the press conference. He didn't want to miss his press conference. So he wraps it himself because the doctors refused. That's inappropriate treatment. We're not going to do that. We're taking you to the hospital. Grabbed the gauze and the ace bandage, wrapped it himself. Never even told anybody that he did. Like, he didn't come out and go, look what I know. I'm sharing that with you. This is a tough guy, guys. This is a tough guy. And when it comes to grit, and you gotta have it, you gotta have it. We know for sure that Jon does. Now, that doesn't mean that Tom does not. But we don't know that. And we don't know that those punches are as hard and as fast, which equal accuracy in round 2. We don't know that when his eye is swollen, that he's going to push forward. We saw an injury happen to his leg. Just for example, this was not compound. This was an injury that happened to his leg. It was terrible. It was a bad one, but not for nothing. The fight stopped. We've had injuries happen to Jon where bones have come out of his body and the fight did not stop. I'm just sharing for you that the evidence and the proof that we have, Tom is big. History says the younger guy wins. If the younger guy is also bigger, history says he wins easily. I'm not discounting it, but you're still laughed at. Could he beat him? Yeah. Would he beat him? Do you truly believe with a W? Would. Do you truly believe that? No, you don't. No, you don't. The athletic portion of the match expires after the first round. And it is for sure long gone by round 3. By round 3, you're in a tough guy contest. Generally by round 2. This is now attrition. How many miles did you put in? How bad you want it? How deep can you dig? How important is that paycheck to you? and compare all the things I just asked up against his. And Tom might have that. Tom has done things we've never seen. Tom has now put down 3 heavyweights that were plus 250 pounds with one punch. Mike Tyson didn't do that, not a single time. Not a single time in the pros did Mike Tyson put somebody down with one punch. That was over 250. It's a hard thing to do. I mean, just how hard is Tom hitting these guys? It's hard to know. Tom's putting these guys down to the canvas. Again, 3rd time, but he's putting them down to the canvas where maybe you get 4 shots and just from the position of his body, maybe you get 4 shots and the guy's covering a little bit. Tom's getting 1. He's getting 1 for wherever everybody else would get 4. Do you know why? Not because they're early stoppages, like so many people have suggested, but because the referee that's right there can see. He can hear. He's aware of the power being put on them, and he's stopping Tom at 1 where other fighters would have gotten 4. It's an incredible thing. But there's not a part of you that believes Tom and Jon go to a decision and Tom beats him. Beats him on the judges' scorecards. Won more rounds than Jon did. There's not a party that believes that. And when we're armed with the fact of the pain that Jon has dealt with, you don't really believe that Jon's going to tap out. So you're left with getting KO'd. And much like I told you, we haven't seen any evidence from Jon Jones, from the armbar to the toe popping. Now, there isn't any evidence from Jon Jones that he's going to submit. We've never seen Jon taken off his feet. We've never seen Jon wobbled. We've never seen what they call in the baby deer leagues. Like, we just don't have any evidence in place. We just don't. Now, does Tom have such an overwhelming power? Maybe. Yeah, he just might. But there's so many questions out there. I mean, I'm really trying to think this through. Like, if Tom and Jon were going to fight right now, and I got to make a prediction, who am I going to put the curse on? Probably Tom. Probably. History says. I have to see what the odds were, what DraftKings was doing. History says the younger guy. History says when the younger guy is the bigger guy, always that guy. Always. Find an example. You won't. And probably, but it's not because of evidence that I have. It's really based on evidence that I don't have. I haven't seen enough Tom. I haven't seen Tom in championship rounds, and neither of you, never, ever, in his career, ever. I remember the first time I got to him. I can just remember. It's different. It's a different experience. You're doing a different sport. You change one rule, you change the sport. How would he do? Well, I like his training. I like his training methods. I think he'd probably do pretty well. Francis made it through championship rounds. Francis made it a half hour with Tyson Fury. Relevance being guys carrying that muscle, carrying that extra size. They're not really meant for duration. Brock Lesnar was not meant for duration. Alistair Overeem, these guys were not meant to be out there all night. It was the smaller guys. It was the Cain Velasquez. It was the Stipes. It was the Randy Coutures that could do it at that weight class. So it's not a matter of what evidence do I have. It's a matter of what evidence that I don't have. But if you were asked the question, the same one I was just asked, would Tom beat Jon right now? If they were going to fight, would Tom beat him? Not could he beat him, would he beat him? So now you're putting your expertise, you're putting your knowledge. If you say yes, you're also saying that he finishes him. And if you believe he finishes him, you're saying he knocks him out. I really, really asked you, do you believe that Jon Jones, with that reach, with the length, with the kicks, with all his abilities, do you really believe?
Chael, we may have an answer here.
Let's hear it.
I did a post on our community page. Does anyone think Tom Aspinall beats Jon Jones? Yes, Tom wins at 514 votes is 69%.
And
Jon wins is at 31%.
And you guys could hear the voice of Ryan there. I'm just telling you, if you looked a little bit closer, like if that fight went off, people are drunk on excitement. They are drunk on nostalgia. They've seen Tom at heavyweight a number of times, putting down really good guys that were said that they couldn't be put down. I mean, I asked you, could he put Jones down? Jones has never even been knocked down. How do you think he could knock him out? Well, Sergey Pavlich had never been knocked down. So I would listen. But if you really challenged yourself, I mean, think about what you're saying. See, that's where it changes things. I do believe I made a point to you, and I do believe I've woken you up. I splashed some cold water in your face that, yes, if you believe Tom is going to win, you do believe he finishes him, and you do believe he knocks him out. And if we start playing that game, you believe he knocks him out inside of 3, don't you? And that just makes it a lot harder. It just makes it a lot harder. I mean, DraftKings will pay you. You got every specific way there. That's going to pay you about 14-1. It's pretty good. Hard to do is my point. Do you think it could happen? Yeah, I know you do. I know you do, but that's not what we were asked. Do you believe it would happen? Do you really believe that?